So, before we go into the deck, this is going on YouTube, right? So, hello everyone, this is Julian. I'm trying to do a YouTube intro. Anyway, we're gonna go straight into this deck. No bad cards, Cheerios. We're playing this together with Kevin. Kevin, you basically brewed 99% of the list. I'm gonna take credit for like 1%, if at all. And this is a new take on actually a legacy, and I actually want to say a Magic classic. Like decks like this even used to exist in Extended. And as far as I know, you weren't very aware of the existence of the deck called Cheerios.
I've heard the name before, but I've never seen it in play. I've never seen a deck list. I just knew it had 0 drops, and I don't know what their win con was.
I don't even remember. It probably was like something like Grape Shot or something. So yeah, but this is basically the bastard child of Cheerios and the Spanish Inquisition. So Spanish Inquisition, pretty straightforward, is used to be one of the fastest decks in Legacy. I don't know if that's still true. And the idea of Spanish Inquisition is you use Cutting the Beak to get a ton of mana and then combo off, usually using those draw 4s that make you lose half your life total. I think, what are the ones? Actually,
thought about those.
And is it Infernal Contract from
like
below, one of those? Yeah, we probably don't need them now that we have Ad Nauseam, which is probably like the much better choice. But now the second part of the deck, it's gonna be, we've got all these 0 drops. You got Shield, Sphere, Phyrexian Walker, Ornithopter, Memnite, and technically Stonecoil Serpent is also a 0 drop, right? And what are we gonna do with those? Are we gonna attack with our 0/3s? And we actually added Memnites in because the original list had Kobolds, which is like the way to go in all the previous Cheerios lists.
That was for style.
Yeah.
I had an original list, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's probably a 1/1 I can get.
Yeah, maybe we're actually gonna win a couple of matches of Beatdown, right? So the way we're gonna break those is not only Cutting the Beak, which is gonna give us a huge mana boost, but also Glimpse of Nature. So basically, this is the weird cousin of Elves in a way. So we got Cherries in here, we got Spanish Inquisition in here, and somehow, I don't know, your cousin from Alabama came over to Mississippi and they had some fun, and now a couple generations down the line, we still have Glimpse of Nature in the deck.
And that's a fun thing too. Like, yeah, the first time I played against one of my friends, I play him every Monday night. He plays Stoneblade, and he's used to seeing me come with crazy lists. Like when I started making Mill the deck of the league there, he's just like, dude, you make some crazy decks. And then yeah, I like Glimpse, drop like 8 creatures, like Ad Nauseam, kill myself to my Nauseam drop, concede first game, and he's like, what the hell just happened?
This is fine. You can say what the fuck on the stream.
Okay.
I always wonder when I'm on a podcast, like, oh damn, I forgot to ask them, can I say this? And I just say it, and they're like, oh, it's cool. So yeah,
Ad Nauseam like is almost to auto win. But if you get some bad draws, because we do have 3 other Ad Nauseams and 3 Tendrils, and sometimes you really have to search for that petal. I've noticed the Lotus Petal, trying to find that plus the Tendrils, sometimes you got to dig kind of deep. So
yeah, the deck almost can't win unless we have like a mana floating if we don't hit Lotus Petal, right? So we definitely need Lotus Petal and then like Dark Ritual and Cutting the Beak, and that's probably gonna be it. I could see that the deck might sometimes even just go for a double Tendrils, right? If you have enough mana and we drop a bunch of those guys.
I've done that in the last couple weeks.
Here's
good. An idea, and I don't know if this. Sorry to interrupt. I'm just kind of excited. I came across a creature that might. I don't know if it's totally far out, but it was interesting to see. Lifesmith, 1 green, 1 colorless, 2/1. Whenever you cast Artifact spell, you may pay 1 to gain 3 life. If we're ever in a long-term game, I don't know.
Life gain, huh?
I like crazy stuff.
It's pretty crazy.
Why win when you can gain life?
The thing is, the way to think about this, right? This is like the level 1 where we think, oh, if the game goes long, maybe we can gain some life, so we can stay alive longer. Then our Nauseams is gonna be better. The way I would approach this is, what if we use that slot to try to produce a game that doesn't even go long in the first place, because we are so severely disadvantaged in the long game.
True.
So we'd rather play something like additional discard spells to make our Glimpse resolve, or any kind of like even card draw would probably be better. And that's how I would approach it. Or even like if you go crazy, something like Moment's Peace, which is a guaranteed 2 extra turns and 2 extra draws against most decks. So that's how I would think about it. So I'd rather not have that life gain card in there, but who knows,
This is the part of my brain that was also thinking of Diamond Valley and Mill.
That was one of the coolest things we've ever done in any of those decks. Did we spike Diamond Valley? I guess it already spiked.
Counter to it. the burn player had the counter that
Oh,
you
don't
can't
remind
gain
me.
life, like right when we drew it.
Our best card in the matchup, and they had the counter to it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of counterplay, so I guess counters are gonna be an issue for our deck, right? We really need to resolve the Glimpse or the Ad Nauseam, so we have like 8 must counters, kind of. Even though like Glimpse is not necessarily a must counter, we might just like draw 4 cards and pass the turn. But hopefully that's gonna give us enough ammunition to then resolve an Ad Nauseam or something. And we have 4 Cable Therapies, which work really well with our 0 mana spells, to try and push these through. Now, after sideboarding, we have more ways to fight counter magic, right? We got... Actually, didn't we want to do 3 Extended Swarms? Yeah, there we go. You got 3 Extended Swarms, you got 3 Veil of Summer, which are basically... I'm not even sure if we want to bring in all 6 of those. I kind of like the Extended Swarms, because... we also have, drumroll, Beastmaster's Ascension, and that card, I hope we can break this card. This card has been a thing in this style of deck every now and then, and we drop this. Hopefully the opponents are not going to know about this tech, because why would you keep an Abrupt Decay against this kind of deck? Oko can't touch it, and then we send in our Ornithopters, our Walkers. Like, ideally you'd have 7 of those in the first attack, and then you immediately get the bonus. That's going to be probably like a kind of hard to make work, but... yeah, I hope that like with 2 attacks we can get this. Unfortunately, Shield Sphere, we can't really use that to make that work. But I guess we still get like a big enough defender for that. And yeah, this is just like an additional thing that the opponent might think twice about and maybe even counter, because that way our creature game is enabled. And as of right now, the opponent can take out all of their crowd control and stuff, because they don't really want that. That's always like the strategic way to think about matchups, right? You think about how are they going to approach it, and they're going to take anything out that's crowd control, so like mass removal, even point removal. And then we bring this one in, which is already kind of hard to interact with, and now they're like in this weird spot where they're like, do I bring in my Abrupt Decay, which is so horrible against basically the entire deck. And 2 is also like a nice number. 2 is like, they almost hope that we draw it, because they probably like keep something like 3 or 4 Abrupt Decays if they have those. So let's see how that's gonna work out. And I guess our Surgicals is just like straight up protection against any kind of fast combo deck. I can't really see too many other decks. Yeah. By the way, something we just like checked out right before the stream. Chalice is a problem for the deck. Chalice on 0 basically turns off all of this, and well, kinda this, like it's a real problem. We can actually beat Chalice on 0 by getting Whale. Like we don't, I mean technically we don't really need our creatures to resolve anyway, we just want the card draw. We're just like that. And Whale makes it so that we can resolve them.
Xantid. Yeah, we could Xantid attack and then cast some guys.
Yeah, but they basically Xantid doesn't say.
Oh wait, no, that doesn't anti-counter. Yeah,
it usually feels like it's the same thing, right? But in this case, it's slightly different. So should we jump into a league? Should we check out how this is gonna go?
Yeah, let's try it. But
we get a Phyrexian Tower for that extra mana. This is basically culling the week number 5, I wanna say. So let's see how this goes. No bad cards,
that was added in. Originally, I was trying like Lake of the Dead and stuff, but I'm like, this doesn't work. And then, and then I fell on the tower.
Isn't Lake of the Dead also like super expensive?
Well, now it's like $100. It was like 30. I think I have 2 or 3 of them. I don't have a playset anymore. That card art is so cool.
That's true. I wonder if it's gonna become even more. Is it on the reserved list? It might be.
Yeah, that's reserve list.
I think if Eric Lanton came back and pushed it a little bit, and then we're really gonna see some explosion. It's crazy how much like all of the reserve list stuff has spiked lately. I think.
Yeah, I'm feeling depressed that I sold so much last year. When I'm looking at like I sold a near mint tropical island for $150, and now they're like $1,000. It's crazy.
But we're talking about Lake of the Dead. Barbella was asking how we feel about the ban restricted announcement on Monday. Kevin, what do you think? What's going to happen on Monday?
I think we're going to have Oko gone, and I hope Dreadhoard's gone, and I hope they leave Uro. Not solely because I have a collector's box unopened of it, but also because I just don't think it's that big of a problem. Like, it's a good card, but it's not like backbreaking. Like, it takes a lot of resources to really get going.
So with regards to what I think, I think they will ban Uro just because they phrased it in a way that to me sounded like it's gonna be Uro and then some. But it's not set in stone. Like, to me, the number one thing I want to see again is Dreaded Arcanist. Number two thing I want to see again is either Oko or Uro. Like, I don't even have a preference. I'd rather see Urogan, but I really don't have too much of a preference there. But I think if they just make one ban on Monday, it's not going to be enough. They need to ban at least 2 cards to get people really excited in the format again.
And I think that'll open up the meta quite a bit. Like, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, a lot. Like, I'm in a couple of like legacy quote unquote grinder chats, and everybody is like so tired of the format. And even the people who abuse these cards to great success lately, they've been pushing for those bans, and people have thought Refugee in like different games. Like, we've been playing a lot of Brood War with a couple of legacy players, and I think
I love Brood War.
You also play Brood War?
I played it for a bit. Yeah, I love Brood War.
If you want to join us, hit us up.
Well, I haven't played it forever, but I used to go to, like, you know, when I was a kid, going to the card stores. They had a computer, you know, area too, and they'd all had dark rooms with like Counter-Strike and Brood War and stuff. We'd all go in there. That was so cool.
That's cool.
And I would get into it.
Awesome. Yeah, if you want, we got a Facebook chat. I think we have like 5 or 6 people who are actively playing right now. I just played yesterday. I played Protoss. We played a couple of PVCs with my friend Marcus. That was great. So this is
we need to mull this.
We need to mull this. Okay. Just to get a basic understanding, because I haven't played the deck before, but you did. What are we looking for in our opening hands?
Hard ad nauseum. That's what I've been trying to aim for right off the start. If I can get it in the first 2 moles, then like that's what my game plan number 1 is.
Oh, I was
Second
just
would
wondering.
be a glimpse.
But makes sense. Ad nauseum is a much better card in this deck.
Because it's easier to find ramp and the 0 drops to ramp into it, but you really want that ad nauseum.
Yeah, and we're probably sending this one away as well, right?
Yeah, I don't love this.
And now it's getting. I guess we can just like keep going and then get a nauseum with like 4
cards. Go 1 more.
Yeah, let's do 1 more. Did we put a nauseum on the deck? At this point, we get to keep 4 cards.
We can still turn 1 Cabal Therapy if we want to. I mean, we get a lot of discards, so we could tear apart their hand by turn 2. And
so I'm wondering, what do we send away? Like, I guess 1 Cable Therapy and a creature? Or do we keep the creatures because the creatures are going to make glimpse better?
I try to aim at just getting 1 creature.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess only Thopter is better.
It'd be good if we knew who we were playing against, because if we knew who we were playing against, I'd just put the Cabal Therapies away.
So the opponent was last seen 26 days ago playing some kind of Grixis deck, but that doesn't really tell us much. Actually, what if I open it up here? Oh.
Like, I'd put away a Walker and a Cabal Therapy, and we need 1 more.
Walker and a Cable Therapy. Oh, and 1 more? Oh my god. Down to 4. At this point, like, I guess we gotta keep cutting the weak and Ornithopter and this, so it's between the Lotus Petal and the Cable Therapy.
I'd put away the Lotus Petal.
You would? Okay, but the thing is, if you put away the Lotus Petal, then Ad Nauseam isn't the top deck to maybe win right away.
Oh, true.
I mean,
then I guess it's gotta be Cabal Therapy.
I would put away the... The thing is, but we have the flashback, so it could actually be pretty good, and it's probably easier to draw an extra mana source.
Okay.
Let's go with your initial intuition and put away this, and then if you do draw the Ad Nauseam, it's probably easier to draw some kind of mana source. The opponent got nothing. Oh, we actually
There's
do
the
it.
Ad Nauseam.
Yeah, we hit the Ad Nauseam. Always play 2 yards.
Well, we can get another mana easy.
Yeah.
Just hope they don't have, like...
Should we just send in the Cable Therapy so we're gonna have better mana on the next turn? Yeah.
Face name Force of Will. Is that what you'd name?
I would actually name Brainstorm. So, I mean, we can name Force of Will. It's not the worst. Do we get Bayou? Do we really need Bayou? I don't really want to get Wastelanded, right? The Bayou.
I'd get the Swamp.
Yeah. Makes sense. Trying to get the Soul Read. The thing is, they might just straight up Brainstorm in response. But if they just let it resolve, I think I'm actually gonna name Brainstorm. don't hate naming Brainstorm. Do you want to name for? Maybe the deck is supposed to name Force of Will. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's got to be Force of Will.
Oh, okay. Let's go for the Force. The reason why you kinda consider naming Brainstorm here is because then on a flashback you make it much more likely to hit on a flashback. But I guess this deck doesn't really want a flashback anyway. Okay.
It's good we got the Swamp.
Yeah, they're really good. Otherwise, we'd be in big trouble. Also, let's be careful with the Ornithopter. So if you run out the Ornithopter here, they can daze it.
Yeah.
I guess they wouldn't really.
I wouldn't even cast it. I'd hold on to the Ornithopter for now.
Yeah. One's like, what the fuck? I guess right now we just look like any other kind of combo deck.
Hmm.
Okay, this is probably gonna be a Treasure Arcanist. It's funny, the Arcanist doesn't even do anything right now. Okay, I guess this is like an opportunity to run it on our Ornithopter. And it can't get dazed. But I guess that's not really that big of a deal because you gotta play around daze either way, and this is a 0 mana spell. Yeah, so we just pass,
and
right?
I kind of like to wait for the just as an extra possible storm trigger later.
That's a good point too.
It.
Unfortunately, that's probably the best thing they could have drawn outside of Diver Force. But I guess we just... You know what the cool thing is? We can actually... We can use
play the
Ornithopter
in flashback.
Yeah, but not necessarily right away. We can do it on the turn we want to go off, but we might also try to prepare for that turn by running out a Stonecoil Serpent. But the most important thing right now is we just need to find another basic land. That's the #1 thing we need to do. Because if you run out Ornithopter and then flashback, then we still haven't solved the problem of trying to fight days, and I'd rather flashback on the turn that we also try to go off, so it gives them less draws to find Force of Will. So now this turn they've seen 4 cards, I believe. And a Ponder. They did shuffle on the Ponder though, so that helps. So technically we could
You want to run out of Stonecoil?
Well, the Stonecoil might get dazed.
I wouldn't really do anything.
So I'm thinking about running out the Ornithopter, using the flashback on daze, and then we can go for 3 mana of the Dark Ritual. Then we run this one out for 1, then we're down to 2 mana, down to 1 mana, 5 mana ad nauseam. That's basically, we're saying you don't have Force of Will. I think it doesn't really get any better than that, odds-wise.
Yeah, let's try it.
By the way, Skeptic Toad, thank you! Thank you for 10 months in the Glimpse chain. So let's try this. Especially since they shuffled off the Ponder, I feel like there's a good chance maybe they didn't find Force of Will. It's gonna be interesting if they daze this. I really hope they don't daze this, because then we have to actually make a decision later on whether we name daze or Force of Will with the flashback. Yeah, let's see how this is gonna work. Oh, let's hit the daze. Oh, they found Force of Will, too bad. Oh, but they don't have a pitch card, right? Okay, that actually looks pretty good. So they have... Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's... Oh my god, I'm nervous. It's been a while since I've played a deck like this. And we are on 18. 18 is like a pretty good chance,
We've
right?
won! Well, we haven't won yet, yeah. I mean, it's pretty good chance at 18. We just have to not hit a bunch of big cards right in the beginning.
That's Kyle the Week. And
there's our Storm Counter.
Storm Counter is actually over here. Storm Counter is 6. Oh, people can't see it. That's actually something quite relevant. Let me actually fix that. Graveyard Julian. Where is it? Over here.
Vivan!
Graveyard Julian.
Have faith in the deck. Vivan! we just need a Lotus Petal and some creatures and some ramp and the tendrils, and we got it.
And we also have.
And we could always just use a petal and Glimpse of Nature, and then keep going even more.
Yeah, we even have a land drop, so we can like Gaia's Cradle for something crazy.
There's our petal.
Yeah. Guess at 7 we can still hit. At 6 we can still hit.
They're tapped out. They don't have any kind of interaction at all.
Just trying to figure out. At 5 we can't hit anymore. Okay, so this is probably gonna be good enough, right? So we go to like 7, 8. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. Opponent, how do you like this? Oh my god, the new tier 1 deck. Like I said, Wizards is probably gonna ban it. It's only gonna be a matter of time. Until they catch on to what we've been doing here. Can we actually like go double tendrils? We can probably go double tendrils. But first of all we're gonna do it. We don't even need to go double tendrils, I guess. We're gonna color a couple more weak. And hit them.
Color some more weak.
Yeah, no weakness allowed in this deck.
Combo whore.
Oh, I'm loving it. I've always wanted to play Cheerios, and now we're playing Spanish Inquisition and Cheerios. Here we go. Okay, Grixis, huh? How do we beat Grixis other than doing what we basically just did?
Xantids and Veils and Decays, oh my.
I wonder whether we can
do
actually
we just
like...
go straight?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether we're actually gonna have the mana for Whale. It's either gonna be Whale or Center. Like Beastmaster Ascension, I feel is something more for control decks, right? So I'm kind of ruling all of those out.
I don't like that.
And this is like 6. 6 is already a lot. I guess technically we could try to completely cut the Glimpse of Nature, but I have no idea how well Glimpse of Nature works. Cable Therapy worked really well. That worked. This is one of the best Cable Therapy decks out there. So you probably should keep that.
I would probably take out a Glimpse.
Makes sense.
A Stone Coil.
Yeah, that's our weakest dude. Can we take out like a Tendrils? Like, actually, why do we need 3 Tendrils?
Yeah,
in the deck?
we could take out a Tendrils. When it was on 2, I'd have to dig way too deep with the Ad Nauseam, and I ended up killing myself.
Okay. But now we go to 2. So
3 more.
Well, I'm not sure we want all 6 of those because now we have like 4 protection
I would
spells.
take out a Xantid. Since they have removal, I would take out 1 Xantid. Maybe a Shield Sphere.
Shield Sphere, yeah.
Or just a Memnite.
Isn't Shield Sphere actually better than Phyrexian Walker?
Well, it'll keep getting smaller. The Walker can indefinitely block the. But it doesn't really matter, I think.
I think the one time it matters is if we have to preemptively run out one of them, just to play around days, like I was kind of feeling we wanted to at some point, and then this one can get bolted and this one can't get bolted. That's why I was feeling like this is probably better.
Yeah.
I guess Whale, we can just like randomly run out Whale and it trades for a Fossil almost every time, so I don't hate that. So maybe it's straight up.
Yeah, I'd rather keep in 3.
The problem is like the green mana is like a real big problem. I'm not sure how reliable.
Take out 1 Xantid.
Yeah, maybe we just cut another one of those and then let's have the one off in the opening hand. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether the deck might actually want something like Carpet of Flowers, because Carpet of Flowers is probably going to be a more reliable mana source than most of the things.
Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Okay. We got a bunch of mana, we got protection, we got a Glimpse, which, well, I guess if depending on what we draw, the Glimpse can actually, we keep this, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I would just turn 1 Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. Fetching probably a basic Swamp Ride, and then we send back the green mana for when we need it. I guess we already have like 2 sources of green mana if we need to. Okay. And you name Farcifolia again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hit them. They kept so quickly, It almost feels like they have Force of Will in the opening hand. Oh, they got double days. Okay, we can beat that probably. Double day Sterva. Okay. Oh, Dreadnought. That's a good one. That's a good one. Should we...
Run creature flashback.
Name days. And then hit the other days, and then the next turn we go for a glimpse. Basically, I'm always trying to get like with decks like this, I want to go as hard as I can, as early as I can. Like I almost want to just like run out glimpse, see whether they double days, and if they do double days, then they might double days, right? I'm just like, I hate seeing them untap into Dreadnought Arcanist and then going for...
Yeah, maybe we just land and then, see if they double days.
But if they double days, we pay. They don't have Wasteland, yeah. I kind of like doing it like this. Actually, which one's the best to throw into the Cable Therapy? Probably the Ornithopter, right?
I mean, we could even... yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. We're actually also like pretty close to ad nauseam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. I mean, they must days at least once. Actually, they could just let it resolve if they don't want to lose their land drops. Okay. I mean, if they do double days, they probably shouldn't even double days, honestly. Because then we name Derva and they definitely don't want that to happen. We basically trade 1 for 3. Or they do double days, okay. Okay, now we name Derva of Secrets. Which is also quite convenient.
I like these Cabal Therapies.
Yeah, they are so good in the deck. It's quite convenient that we also get to strip their hand of blue cards. So even if they hit
and they have no land drops.
Yeah.
Or they have land drops, but they don't have any
business spells, yeah. So now they basically hope that they either do Force of Will or a blue card, and then that the Ponder finds whatever they didn't find. How much mana do we have next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. We almost have 5 mana. Like next turn we're probably just gonna run out the Delver, the Glimpse, right? They did shuffle, that's great for us. They did shuffle off the Ponder, that was flashbacked. And they did shuffle again. Ha 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 ha. I guess we just go straight into the Glimpse here, right?
Well, there's a Veil, yeah. Yeah, straight into Glimpse.
Just like cycle these, hopefully we find some more mana. Oh man, this is basically a Glimpse chain.
Can it go? Sometimes it dies really quick.
Oh, we did!
Sometimes it dies really quick.
We did find something. That's good enough, right? That makes it so that we can actually go off here. I would guess.
Yeah, that's it.
5 mana. Here we go. Once again from 18. Oh my god, let's do this. Come on. We didn't side in anything more expensive than 5, right? So this is pretty safe.
No.
Maybe. Oh, double ad nauseam. Okay, I guess we can take at least 1 more card. Okay, now we're at...
What do we have a Tendrils in hand?
We don't have a Tendrils, but we get a second Glimpse. So we could go like Lotus Petal.
I would stop there.
And then we can draw 6 more cards with the Lotus Petal, and we're gonna have an insane amount of mana.
That should be able to do it. Let's stop there.
Actually, how many? There's only 1 ad nauseam left in the deck, but...
Okay. I still wouldn't even do it.
Do you wish to repeat? No. Okay. Let's get the second Glimpse going. We actually do it like this. I'm just trying to figure out our mana management, but it's probably gonna be good enough. Oh, we're not dying to bolt here, no worries. I think if you're worried about dying to bolt here, you're like playing to lose. Like you lose a lot of games. Okay, now we got like 2 more draw steps. We need to find something now. Okay, we found this one.
We got a petal, we got creatures, we got enough. We just need the tendrils.
Oh, we even got this one. Man, we have so many random creatures. Oh, we found the tendrils, awesome. Oh god, this deck, man. And let's call some more weak creatures.
And Beastmaster's Ascendancy.
This is actually super insane here. Can we do some more stuff? Actually, I'm gonna hit them for Mind Break Trap, just because we can, and it would be weird if we lost to it. Mind Break Trap. Oh, they just literally found nothing. Okay, opponent, how do you like this?
Combo whore.
This deck. Told you.
Like this deck.
It's gonna get banned on Monday. What would you even ban out of this deck? Shield Sphere, probably. Best card in the format.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Insulate Nauseam for Tendrils, yeah, that would be something. It's actually interesting, I've seen a lot of Grixis, like people experimenting more with Grixis Delver recently. Maybe in anticipation of something happening to Oko, who knows. But I never thought I would say that, but it would be kind of cool to see Grixis Delver coming back. Grixis is like one of my least favorite color combinations, but it's, I don't know.
When I started playing again, I was playing Elves, and a lot of my friends at the store would play Grixis Delver. I miss Deathrat Shaman, man. I don't know, a lot of people don't, but I loved that card.
I miss it in Elves. It gave you like lots of stuff on board that the opponent might not be fully aware of, because it's like it takes a lot to take in everything Elves can do at every point of the game, and then like once the turn cycles, you can do everything again on the next turn. And Deathlight Shaman was a big part of that. I remember I had like a really complicated board in the semifinals of Bazaar of Mox in 2013 against A&T. And my opponent was really good. I already played against him in the Swiss, and I think I had a close... Actually, I won the Swiss, yeah. Anyways, so in the second game, I won the first game. He had a board where he could go off, but I had like a board where I was completely tapped out of mana, but with like tons of weird activations and untaps, I could actually activate Deathrat Shaman twice and stop his Pass and Flames combo. And he saw that. And I think even the judge watching didn't see it, because he gave away the feeling of, oh, okay, we're gonna go to the next game. But my opponent was like, I know what you're about to do. I'm like, yes, I know. And then he passed the turn, because I like these quote unquote high level games where actually nothing happens, but both players are aware that
you all are
happens.
on the you're all on board on the same page. You're like, okay, let's just move on from this turn.
So now we're on the play.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. We go straight forward.
I like this deck.
So we're not going to lose life to the Verdant Catacombs. We're going to play like the good players that we are.
Preserve that one life.
Yeah. Oh, opponent. Let's see.
Force of will. No force of will.
No force of will one time. Mem Knight. Mem Knight. Opponent's like, what the fuck? That's kind of some weak. Wait, no. Oh, I'm so used to tapping this for green. You need black mana. The downside of this deck is if you turn 1, you have no idea how to sideboard, so you just like submit the same thing again, I guess.
Although we get to Cobalt Therapy at some point, then.
That's true. Opponent is saying, oh, those are not Fs. Like, no. Straight into the combo again. Oh, and we get that, cool. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum.
Drawing my deck. Drawing my deck. Drawing my deck.
Good point about the cable therapy. So we just like hit them with the cable therapy to see what they're playing if they have 6th. We should probably do that as soon as possible, because otherwise they might scoop. Probably hard for people to see. Oh, okay.
I think we have it.
Yeah.
We already have it.
I'm just gonna.
Once we got the second pedal, I knew I was like, yeah.
Pedal, and this one, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna straight up cable therapy their face, and hope they don't concede right away. I'm not even sure what we're gonna name. Actually, we're gonna name. We're still gonna name Force.
Let's name.
Okay.
Never mind. No.
Oh, they already.
Gonna be funny with
they
it.
conceded. No. Too slow. We didn't even need to show a win condition. Oh no, this thing is gonna hang around forever. I guess we're gonna name Abandon Reason. Okay, cool. So this is the most challenging part now. Do we straight up submit the same thing? Because I have no idea.
I would possibly bring in some Xantids just because they help with the coolings anyways, and they don't really hurt us all that much.
Mm-hmm.
And we can maybe wait a turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we really want to play it safe, but that's about the only thing I think I would do.
And then we take out, like, I don't know. I always want to take out a Tendrils, but maybe that's too greedy.
Yeah, I'd keep the Tendrils in.
Mm-hmm.
I would take out something like maybe a Stone Coil, since we got 3 creatures and we take out 3 creatures, 3 0-drops maybe.
So like this.
Or a Glimpse into 0-drops.
Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I like this quite a lot. Should we submit this?
I like this.
Okay, cool. Mangork is asking, bring in Whales in the dark. Like, I think if the format was more about discard, like right now discard is basically non-existent. Imagine if you played a hymn into and then they discard Uro. It's like, what the fuck, no, please no. But I think it would be more reasonable in a format where that kind of thing is happening. Okay, so this has no business. This hand might be a trap because Julian might keep something like this way too often, probably. Is this a trap? Should we mine again?
Particularly like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's underway, okay. This one seems reasonable, right?
Don't mind this. We just turn 1 Xantid.
Could turn 1 Xantid, then we probably keep the Glimpse, and we probably need the Lotus Petal. It's... Not sure, like, I probably want to keep cutting the week just in case we draw ad nauseam, right? So should we send away like the Stone Coil?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, cool. So opponent, time to reveal yourself. Yeah, Beagle, that's what I was thinking. If we want to rely more on the top deck, that's basically why I wanted to keep the first hand. But I really don't have enough experience with this kind of deck. Okay, Delva. I'm almost confident that they wouldn't have... I guess they still might have bolts. Should we run out Xantid Swarm with Lotus Petal?
Yeah.
They basically buy you Lotus Petal Xantid Swarm, so we don't run 2 days.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, okay. There's a chance they still have Bolt, in case they don't have like enough stuff to board out, but let's see how this is gonna work. Just trades for Forceful, I'm happy. By the way, there was an article on dailymtg.com like 10 years ago or something where people could submit like really weird questions. And one of them was, which magic card has the most individual creatures in the artwork? And Xantid Swarm won, because technically all those tiny little dots, those are additional copies of Xantid Swarm. So this one has like, I don't know, 100 or something. Oh, by the way, I also like how we can technically attack with Xantid Swarm and then sacrifice it into cutting the week if we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get wasted. We can't block this. And they put 2 cards on top with Preordain. Oh, now we got double glimpse. Do we... Do you go for it? Like basically attack and then glimpse and draw 2 cards. Is that too weak? Should we wait? I guess we're gonna attack either way, right? So let's do that first.
Yeah, we gotta attack either way. Yeah, we could go for it. We could go for the glimpse after the attack.
I'm just scared that they put 2 cards on top, and I don't really want to pass the turn into like Lightning Bolt and then use today's like every time. Also, if this one doesn't flip, now we're gonna have some blockers.
Yeah.
Air therapy, huh? Okay. Do we like blindly cable therapy here? I guess we are a little bit scared of lightning bolt. That's the only card I really care about.
I hate just blind therapying.
Let's do that. I guess the other thing I think we need to get the Bayou. The other thing we could name is Dreaded Arcanist, but I think we can also just like flashback on that if you really want to.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt. Okay, they got...
Cowards can't block warriors.
That was an excellent article by Daniel Nguyen. I actually don't know how to pronounce his last name. Like many years ago, where he made top 8 at Star City Games with Elves. Is there anything you want to flashback for? I could see Dreaded Arcanist, right? Oko, they are still like 2 turns away from making that work.
Yeah, I would probably get out the Dread Horde.
Yeah, let's remove that.
Need to get into that.
And I guess we sacrifice the Phyrexian Walker. It doesn't really make a difference between those, right? And at least this one can sacrifice itself to an attacking Delver at some point.
Man, I love this deck.
I want to play this in paper. I want to see the faces. Like, people think, oh, Julian's gonna come, he's gonna play elves, or like, you're gonna come, people think, oh, he's gonna mill us out. No. We're doing something else tonight.
And you could bait it and just go, turn 1, glimpse.
True. And everybody's gonna let that result. And then I type in chat like, oops, misclick. Oh, that has actually happened to me. Like, I've sometimes opened turn 1 glimpse and then the opponent like thinks for half a minute and they're like, resolves. I'm like, shit, pass. Ancient Grudge. Okay, I don't know if that's the card you want against us, but this is sweet artwork. How do you call this kind of dog? Like, this is a puck, right?
That's a pug, yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Hey, at nauseam, where are you? Okay, now we're literally not doing anything. So you might not even attack here.
Well, yeah. We still kind of needed that ramp. Let's just hope we can keep our Xantid.
Now they have Oko, but I guess now we have a 3/3. We can start attacking, but so do they. Okay, so apparently this is straight up Rock Delver. We have perfect information about their hand. I wonder, we probably want to attack them, right? So we can maybe try to kill them with our small tendrils.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Yeah, I could just consider the Oko, like, whatever.
Yeah, we're not really...
Oko, I kind of usually just, like, let him just, like, sit on the side and do his thing, and if he beats me, he beats me.
And I think running out the Glimpse now. The Glimpse might trade for what they have in hand, but we... Actually, it won't. I'm stupid. They can't cast anything on our... Actually, they can cast something on our turn. Never mind. This is...
I would just play the Glimpse just to maybe eat up both of his cards. Yeah. He doesn't know our hand, right? He might think we might draw, you
probably have to take risks, yeah. I actually hope this doesn't resolve. There's a good chance it resolves. I think there's a really good chance this resolves. We're basically like 2-for-1ing ourselves, but let's see. Oh, it doesn't resolve, that's great. Okay, now we got a game plan. The game plan is draw ad nauseam. It's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, somebody's mentioning Scapegoat. Leviathan's mentioning Scapegoat. That also used to be a staple in those old, in the pure Cheerios decks. Basically, 1 white instant, and you sacrifice a creature and return all of your other creatures to your hand. So
I wouldn't hate that.
It's pretty sweet. I think at this point we have to attack Oko, because otherwise they trade the food token for the Oko.
Yeah.
Like that. I just took a bit of chocolate, and it's on some kind of thing where I used to have some tomato early on. I was like, why is my chocolate tasting like tomato? Okay.
That's an interesting mix. I found out recently in the last few days that bacon and peanuts is actually a really good combo.
Okay, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard, at least this year.
But try it. Try it. It's like amazing.
But what do you do? Do you like wrap the peanuts in bacon?
You can
In
do
like
that.
fried
Or
bacon?
just do a mouthful. You just like eat a piece of bacon, just have a mouthful of peanuts.
Oh my god, that's you know what I've actually never tried? I've never
You can make
tried.
little bacon balls that totally surround the peanut.
I might actually try that, even if it's just for the memes. You know what I've never tried? I've never tried that thing that you guys do in the US, that PBG. Or PBJ or whatever it's called.
PBG?
Yeah, peanut butter and
PBJ,
jelly.
peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Is that
Peanut
really a
butter
thing?
jelly time. Yeah, that's amazing. You haven't lived if you haven't had a good PB&J.
So do you like put the peanut butter on the bottom and then the jelly on top, or is it the other way around?
It could go either or, but you know, of course, which way you're holding it. I like to have the peanut butter on the bottom when I eat it.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it makes more sense than sticks together, I guess. Anyway, so what are we gonna do here? How is this gonna work out for us? This is basically Delver again.
I'd bring in veils.
And then we can take out like a scented swarm, right? That's what we did last time.
Yeah.
We might even take out two now. They might be more inclined to have some kind of removal spell.
I don't hate maybe a decay.
I hate decay. I mean, we can bring it in, but I really hate it. It's gonna expose our green mana, which is like really important. And it's a 2 mana thing. Like the thing is, it can't be.
And it's not the turn we're going off. We want to just go off.
You basically you gotta put yourself in a position. We see our opening hand. We are on the play, and we see abrupt decay in our opening hand. And I don't know. It doesn't make me feel things. That's the easiest way to put it. Especially since we're on the play. On the play, it really doesn't make me feel things.
Yeah. What you want to just take out like the last stone coil?
I always want to take out the Tendrils, but we can take out the last stone coil. Let's see how that's gonna go. Oh, Barbello, we are really offending our I was gonna say local Frenchman in chat by coming up with all these things that you're not supposed to eat. Is it like, I just recently told my little niece, 4 years old, that in France they eat snails, and she doesn't believe me, and now I gotta show her pictures. How's this?
Yeah, who would do that?
This is not working at all, right?
Nah.
I'm always like scared that I might miss something. This is kind of playable, I guess. I think we can't really afford to ship this one.
Yeah, I'd go with this.
I'm just trying to understand how this is actually working out. So we have like Ornithopter, and then this can Veil. So we can basically produce 3 mana on the third turn. We are in trouble, but we can make this work. Huh. What did the opponent do? Opponent money again to 6. I think we keep this, right? And then we ship away... Oh, I think we actually send away the Glimpse.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's the hardest card to really make work here. And then we just run out Gaia's Cradle and do nothing, I guess?
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think that's... Opponent's going down to 5 now. All Germans eat sauerkraut. I haven't had sauerkraut in like 30 years or something. Like, I literally can't remember ever having sauerkraut in my life, but I might have had it as a child.
The only time I like it is on like a good, like brat or hot dog.
Oh, you mean when you after you're done wrapping your bacon around your peanuts?
Yeah,
like that's where the sauerkraut comes in. Okay, so we get 4 mana here, but that's not really doing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Guess we still run this one out and try to hit our land next turn, right? I think we get at this, yeah. Have I had kimchi? Yes, I've had kimchi when I was in China. I'm not crazy for it, but I like it. I like that, yeah. It's like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Maybe if it's done a different way, it could be 7 out of 10. Wrap up brat. You mean like a bratwurst? In bacon, then put a sauerkraut. Okay, this is going to a place I definitely don't want to be going. What the fuck is going on?
But then you insert the peanuts into the bratwurst.
When I got up this morning, I didn't expect for anyone to tell me you insert the peanuts into the bratwurst. Oh, okay. Anyway, so
I wonder what they waste.
Yeah, they don't even know themselves. Okay, I think that's actually the better choice for them. How's this gonna work? Like, oh, look what we found. This is actually working out now. So what actually happens if we draw like a proper land here? I guess we just go for the.
We just need a land
therapy.
or another ramp. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So they show us a brainstorm. They don't play the brainstorm. Could be an upkeep brainstorm next turn. Would that crucial dude? We don't need these. We don't need these. I guess not true. I was like thinking maybe if we sacrifice like an Ornithopter and then we Chemotherapy away the brainstorm. Maybe that would have actually been the play. Oh no, but then we can't flashback because we had sacrificed the Ornithopter to Phyrexian Tower. No. None of that is like good. That's where they show us the Force of Will. They show us the Ponder. It's gonna be rough because now our Ad Nauseam is gonna be from pretty low life. No, you know what? Now I almost like wished we had taken out a Tendrils so we could like draw a bunch of cards with Ad Nauseam, then go Glimpse, and then continue drawing, and then find the Tendrils. that's actually how I think if the game actually ends, that's how it's gonna end. So this is 5 mana, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good enough. But next turn it's gonna be really hard to win.
Yeah. Man.
So basically, what I'm seeing here is we can run out the Phyrexian Walker or an Ornithopter, and then Whale, and then that might trade for a Force of Will.
What if we just play out the Ornithopters, and then so at least we have blockers for next turn, because we really only need one.
The thing is, I think we need to resolve either Whale or Chemotherapy next turn, and we need to have enough mana for that. And like if we just get to 5 mana next turn, I think that... I mean, technically we could try to go all in here, and then like we lose to Daze, Force, and Force of Negation. But like if you run out the Ornithopters, then how do you block? Because we can block...
I would just block one of them.
Okay, but then next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are in the same position, right? Then next turn we have 4 mana. And then if we draw 1 mana source, we once again have 5 mana. True, and we haven't played any of our protection spells. Basically I'm thinking about either running out a Naked Whale to see whether they like snap it off, or running out something like a Walker. Then tap this for mana, tap this for the sacrifice effect, Chemotherapy them twice. And then next turn we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, but we use Chemotherapy twice, and then if we find a land or 0 mana creature, then we can go for a Glimpse, for an Ad Nauseam of, well, 4.
Or maybe if we just get Ritual or Culling of the Week. Yeah, bet off 4.
Like the other option is to really just go straight into Naked Ad Nauseam, because I think they mulligan to 5, but they didn't shuffle off the Ponder. They got a... Like, I don't think it's crazy to go all in, but they have like something like 10 cards that stop us here.
Let's just try it. I think if we don't, like, we're kind of, you know, screwed if we try to just Ad Nauseam after getting attacked for 6, and if they have a Bolt, we're definitely not doing anything. Yeah. Like, we might just draw like a Petal and do a Glimpse into creatures and not find any of our win cons, and then just continue to Glimpse, just stop the Ad Nauseam.
and they have the days. Oh, okay, we can't pay for that. The cable therapies are so good. I'm actually wondering now that we think about it, maybe we wanna adjust the sideboard. So oh yeah, now it's like gonna be really hard. Yeah, I think it's just like over at that point. I'm wondering whether if we adjust the sideboard, because we had so much protection and the cable therapies are so good, whether we just want more mana or really just anything in the sideboard that helps us that doesn't cost extra mana. Because I think at this point, the Whales and the Scented Swamps in the sideboard is probably too much. Anything we can draw? Probably not. It's funny they brought this one in.
Like, I thought about Spirit Guides.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate Spirit Guides. I really like Spirit Guides.
I'm still considering Carnival of Souls, just because that would be funny if that could actually work, but...
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not sure which matchup it would actually help us in, and that's my problem. Like, we talked about Carnival of Souls, right?
Yeah.
Actually, let's see what's left in their hand. We should probably I'm just curious what they have.
Is this game
left.
2 or 3?
This game 3. This is already over. Wait, nothing happened? Ah, okay, never mind. We were dead anyway.
Oh well. Give me 1 minute before we start the next round, please.
Sure. So, chat, how do you like no bet cards, Cheerios? And what do you think Wizards is gonna ban out of this on Monday? You love it? Yeah. Wizards called me and they told me, Julian, you cannot reveal this deck to the public because then we are you're forcing our hand. We need to get rid of this and we don't really want to touch it because a couple of our players there are gonna use it to destroy all the upcoming Legacy tournaments. Sorry. We're going Black Hat, hacker style. We're gonna reveal all your secrets. Also, apparently I've been accused of hating Schnitzel. Dude, Schnitzel, Wiener Schnitzel, it's the best. Rograk. Is Rograk actually... How good is Rograk actually? Rograk. He must have any kind of extra effect, right? Zero mana, legendary... Oh, it's a legendary creature, okay. Cobalt Warrior 0-1. First strike. Menace. Trample. Partner. I literally can't find anything that would do something for us here.
Alright, I'm back.
Actually, I guess Rograk is decent once we get Beastmaster's Ascension going. It's just like brainstorming stuff.
Wait,
what?
That Son of Rogoth is an actual card?
Yeah, that's also a zero. Like, it's a kobold, and it has like all the things you don't want on a zero power creature. First strike, menace, trample. But once it turns into a 5/6 of Beastmaster Ascension, it has... Like, I guess once you have Menace... Oh my god, Menace plus First Strike can actually be super broken. I mean, Menace plus First Strike basically means unblockable, almost.
Interesting.
So
what do you think that so far?
Dude, this is better than I thought it would be. I thought we could like probably like combo a couple of like non-blue decks, but we already destroyed one blue deck and we played an extra game against another one. Okay. Oh my god, this is not. We can't. I was like, hey, this is turn 1 again. No, we can't play 2 lands on the first time, but this is a turn 2, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. And even if they go Wasteland on the first turn, then we just basically restart the game and we still have the turn 2. Might get to 6. Oh my god, they might have heard about the NBC Cheerios deck.
Yeah, what do we call it, NBC?
That's just like what I came up with. Like, we can call it whatever you want.
That's cool. No, that's good. NBC Cheerios. What's the NBC for?
It means no bad cards. That's something that a couple of people have adopted in Legacy when they try to squeeze the very best value out of a deck and have no bad cards. That's what's happening. Okay, opponent is allegedly on Omnitel. My little spy tells me, my little sparrows and my chat. Do we? I guess if it's Omnitel, we probably just have to go for it, right? We don't really want to randomly lose on turn 2.
Yeah.
Can the deck actually win on instant speed? Not really, right? We can ad nauseam, but then we can't kill them.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to kill them.
You could have actually gotten some more value had we played our 2 Mem Knights on the first turn. We could have attacked them down to 18 now. But we would have revealed ourselves. And we probably don't want that.
And that would be 2 Storm, we'd lose too.
Oh, that's true.
Nuclear launch detected.
Okay, opponent. What do we keep floating? We keep floating a black, right?
Black, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or a
cool.
green for a glimpse, but. Yeah.
Now we got it. I mean, if they have Force of Will here, okay, they do. Force, pitch, Force. The beatdown is on. Oh, you see Mike's message in the chat? Mike has been playing more lately.
Nice. Second in the tournament. Rocking. We're doing it. It's becoming a thing.
That deck is so much fun.
It's fun. I've made a couple adjustments since our last one, so maybe next month we'll jump back into trying that.
Sounds great. Mike, what did you which matchups did you face in the tournament? Okay, this apparently is not Omnitel. That was just like a chain lightning in our face. It's funny, they actually kill the Ornithopter, which is like the one thing that doesn't touch them.
Can the Mem Knights go the distance? Yeah, the Diamond Valley that got cut pretty quick after the last one. I didn't try that anymore after that.
I guess we already dealt with like 50% of their Force of Wills by now. Okay. Now the question is, do we attack with both or with one? Guess we attack with both?
But do both.
Okay, cool. It's basically how much do we value 1 point of life on our side versus 1 point of life on their side. I think making them lose life. It's probably like quite even. But there's also like the equity if this flips, then yeah. Oh, it doesn't flip, cool. That's cool too.
Man, Trops. That was actually my favorite dual land of all time. I remember as a kid, that was the one I always wanted. The unlimited ones look so cool. Or beta, if you get alpha, if you get into that craziness.
I remember back in 2009, right before I moved in with my then girlfriend back then. I didn't really have a lot of money and sold most of my Magic cards. And then somebody offered me a playset of those, like 4 on blackboard at once. And the playset was 240, and I could have probably gotten him down to like 200 something. And now those blackboard ones are probably, yeah, for the playset. And I don't even want to know how much these are, like, probably like way
Were they foreign or were they English?
They were German.
They still look really cool because I like they have the darker colors, like the kind of more similar to the unlimited.
Yeah, what people do with unlimited is you can Sharpie them if you have somebody who knows how to do that, and they legit look like beta then. I mean, you shouldn't sell them as beta because that would be like basically fraud. But if you just like want to have the beta look, that's what a lot of people here have been doing.
It doesn't get all shiny.
No, not at
super
all.
Shiny with it.
You gotta have somebody who knows
cool.
what they're doing, not just like any random Sharpie and then, oh, I'm gonna do it for you, no problem. Like, you gotta know how to do it. And those people who've done it and who've showed it to me, it looks amazing. It just came up because I was wondering why so many people around me were playing beta duels, and I was like, that doesn't make sense that there's this many beta duels in my vicinity. And they're like, yeah, it might not be beta. I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, we're getting destroyed here. I think if you draw ad nauseam, we have like one shot. That's not it. How much damage are we taking next turn? This is like 7, 11. Yeah, exactly 11.
Flashback. Yeah.
Let's see what they have in hand. What can we name? Abduction. I don't know why. I'm gonna abduct them. Force plus force. Okay, cool. Interestingly, at least in Europe, I think, Unlimited is actually picking up in price. Because you can play it in old school. I don't even know how the old school rules work. There's like many different ways. What you can play and what you can't play. But I think that was a thing.
I always thought it was just 93, 94, but that's a different...
I think 93, 94 is old school, but then there's like Swedish rules, American rules, Italian rules, Eternal Central rules. There's like one place where you can play Force Strip Mine, which seems crazy to me, but I guess that's a thing.
That's crazy.
Is there actually a way to recur cards from the graveyard in that format? I guess there's recall, but that's not an engine, that's just like a one-time thing. Is there any card in old school that lets you get back stuff from the graveyard, like as an engine? So
I don't think that isn't just a one-time thing.
yeah, regrowth, that's another one-time thing, right? I'm wondering for something like, I don't know, Crucible of Worlds, which would probably like totally break the format in half.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how do we go about this? I think we try for the Weight of Summers again, right? And then last time we did
I don't
this.
hate this keeping the stone coils in, just because they are Delver blockers too. But
Oh, they are Delver blockers. You're right, but it's
so we might want to take out some like shield spheres instead, or walkers.
if you do it
Maybe
like
one
this.
stone coil and 2 walkers.
Like this, yeah. And then keep the 4th glimpse. Yeah, we can just like run out the glimpse and see what they do about it.
It's good. Man, I want to try that Beastmasters against the control deck.
Yeah, right now it's... I guess last game we already attacked like 4 times with like the 2 Stonecoil Serpents.
For the Mem Knights, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mem Knights. We have to send this one back, right? We have 8 really great top decks, but the way I understand this deck, we can't really rely. This is basically the Belcher approach, right? If you don't have a win condition or anything, or any engine card, then you probably have to ship it back. Otherwise, we're gonna sit here and do nothing for 4 turns, and it's gonna be really embarrassing.
Yeah, let's send it back.
This is basically the same hand again. Opponent kept 7. Bah. Guess we gotta try, right? Mulligan. Huh. I think we almost have to keep this.
I would keep it.
So we sent back the Tendrils and the Phyrexian Walker, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we pass the turn.
No lands.
Yeah. We're like, oh dude, we got it. We got it. Turn 2, easy game. I guess technically it can be a turn 2, right? If you draw Glimpse, then go crazy with that. Actually, no, we can't cast Glimpse. Never mind. Oh, Mike had like game 1 against Ninja's 3 Archive Traps. That's insane. Okay, we found a land. That's a start. So we could go just like Cable Therapy and hit the Force of Will, right? Probably have to do that. Like if they want to go for Dreaded Arcanist, that's like we can't really like beat that kind of hand anyway, because then we gotta find even more protection. Like the most likely scenario here. Actually, I think we don't even get dazed. Oh, we do. Okay. I was gonna say we might not even get dazed here because they could have Dreaded Arcanist and they want to play that next turn. But now there's no Dreaded Arcanist next turn. This is almost okay. It's just weird how more complicated these decks have become now that the opponent can have Force of Will and Force of Negation. So it's actually kind of hard to hit the right thing. So now we got 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not in a bad spot, right? We can flashback Cable Therapy.
I don't hate flashing it back.
Yeah. But basically on the turn we go off, I would say. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was gonna say if we drew Cradle, that'd be good.
We could go for it. I'm just like scared that they have 7 cards, played a land and didn't do anything. After missing a land drop previously, so this is like a new card for them. Like we're under no pressure whatsoever. I think it's can probably wait.
What would we want to be drawing really bad next turn? Just like another Cabal Therapy?
Another Cabal Therapy, Veil of Summer. Or a Glimpse, just so we can like run out the Glimpse and see what happens. Because right
Yeah,
now
we
I
could-
think
we
we
could
are
wait.
in a really terrible. Like I think our odds of resolving this are like less than 5%.
Yeah,
Even
let's
if we
let's
cable
just
therapy.
wait.
I also wouldn't mind if they like tap their mana, so it's gonna be less likely they are gonna like flush the Stormbuster, even though it's not too much of a thing. I guess with Turbo T-Bolt in the format, you really don't want to be playing Fluster Storm.
With what in the format?
That you know the T-Bolt deck where you cascade into T-Bolt, the Planeswalker.
I gotta look at T-Bald again because I've forgotten what he does. Let me see.
He's basically like a 7-mana Planeswalker, but the front side of it's like one of those double-faced cards. And the front side is like
The
wildly...
Fiend-Blooded?
I don't even know what his proper name is. Everybody just calls him Turbo T-Bolt. If I'm totally honest, I don't even remember all of his abilities, but he's a 7-mana Planeswalker that you can cascade into.
Interesting. Cosmic Impostor.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds
a
right.
god.
Okay, so we
One
drew
black,
a
one
glimpse.
red, yeah.
So here I think we just run out the glimpse, right? And then there's a good chance they force
Yeah.
of will it. Yeah, let's see how that works. Oh, it resolves? Okay, let's draw some cards. Cool. Okay, so how do we go from here? We can pay. Oh, but then we don't have black mana.
Yeah, I would just play it for 0.
Like basically, I'm just like thinking.
Or we could glimpse again.
Yeah, this is also like a mana. We can use this to transform black mana into green mana if we play this off. Like, there's a couple of things that can go wrong here right now. If we.
But we
go-
want to keep the ritual with the black for the ritual.
Yeah, but
if
the
we're
thing
gonna
is, if
try
we
to
go
go
for basically the straightforward thing would be cast Dark Ritual and then cast this for 1 and then Gaia's Cradle and then a 5 mana and then go off with the Nauseam. That just goes really wrong if they daze the Dark Ritual, because then you have to pay with the Gaia's Cradle and then it's like awkward. So we can just like send this one straight away, but then we only have 4. No, we still have 5 mana, but then we still lose to daze. But you also mentioned the
Do
second
you want to
glimpse.
glimpse, glimpse Stone Coil for 0?
But then we don't have 5 mana, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out what we lose to here. Like, if you know, if we Cradle and then Glimpse, so then we have 1 mana floating. Then we cast this for 0, then we got 2 mana, then we got 4 mana, and then even if they got nothing, we have to pass the turn, and that's like really bad. Because I'm not sure that drawing 2 cards of the Stormcoil Serpent is actually gonna get us to where we wanna be. I think, what was the first line that I suggested? I think that's the one I wanna go for, because it's not very likely they will actually daze this. Should have just done that much quicker. They might force of will this though. But that's okay, then we can still go for the backup plan of Glimpse Stonecoil. Which is probably not gonna win the game, but we'll still be in that good position. Why not Therapy? Because then we lose mana. Like, we wanna get 3 mana out of the Stonecoil. Oh, they have 2. Okay, that's interesting. Now we're getting like insanely good trades. So 2 Forces Gun, 2 Dazes Gun. I wonder whether we want to cast this just for mana. I think that's.
We'll
probably
keep
worth
it in hand.
You would keep it, but we draw
So
a card if we cast it.
Oh, true. Yeah. Let's cast it.
Yeah, and I think the green mana is not going to do anything for us, so we might as well cast it for 1 mana. It's funny if they turn this into an egg, it's actually a 4/4. Okay, and now we can decide whether we want a Cable Therapy on this turn, but we probably want a Cable Therapy on the next turn.
Yeah.
And then we either
Let's
name
do
Force
that.
of Will or Force of Negation. This is a really weird but a good spot, I fear. This is
Yeah, I
so
don't
weird.
hate it. And we
So-
could block their elk with their shield sphere.
Oh yeah, and by the way, they can't even act this because this is protection from multicolored. Okay, they're gonna turn this into that. That's fine. This is just green, right? Yeah, food is green. Oh, they're not even attacking. Memnite, huh? That's gonna give us even more mana. So that's gonna give us 4 or 5. Yeah, I think that's so we run this one out.
Tap Cradle, Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. We probably name Force of Negation because they can hardcast that, and they have like 2 Force of Wills left, and at least 2 or 3 Force of Negations. And we get rid of, I would guess, Ornithopter. Force of Negation. Okay, so they have Hull Breacher. Oh, okay, Hull Breacher we don't care about, right? Hull Breacher and Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce we do care about. Okay, so Force of Negation is gone. And now we have 6 mana, so we barely can't... Like, technically we could Tendrils them for 6, take them down to 10. I don't know if that's great.
I don't hate that, and then just ad nauseum next turn.
Oh, because we also gain life, right? Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. So maybe we just do that. This is so scrappy. I guess they're gonna flash on High Breach end of turn. Oh man. Okay, same targets, sure. Let's gain 6 life. Finally we found some life gain for the deck. So next turn we're gonna have 5 mana. Okay, yeah, there's no attack here.
Is any kind of ramp or...
So we gotta find something that gives us +2 mana. So Dark Ritual, Cutting the Weak, Second Cradle. Just like 1 more mana isn't gonna do it because of the Spell Pierce. They did not shuffle off the Ponder, that's a problem. That's a real problem that they didn't shuffle off the Ponder. Oh, okay, but oh, whoa! They tapped out. They tapped out, so... Oh, and we even drew this. Okay, so let's not give them extra mana here. If an opponent would draw a card, except the first one... Okay, we are not drawing cards in this deck. So we just go straight into it, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, we're on 24? Easy.
Easy.
So now we can float 1 each, right? Oh no, we can... Actually, it doesn't matter because you also have the Bayou.
We just want a black, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Would you like to repeat? Yes. So we stop at 5. I guess we don't even need to do all that much because they're on 10. So what we're really only looking for is a Tendrils, I guess. Oh, we already found Tendrils. Yeah, let's just like... I want to draw more. Probably shouldn't because we're also revealing extra stuff from our deck. Let's not misclick Julian. 6, we can draw on 6. Okay, we shouldn't draw on 1. We got this. Opponent, just let us do it. They didn't play brainstorm. Okay, easy. Okay, game 3, Hull Breacher, huh? I guess we don't really care about that card. Anything that draws cards in this deck? Not really.
I mean, it's just a glimpsing.
Oh yeah, never mind. You're right. and technically also the whale. If you go like whale and the Hull Breacher response, yeah, okay. There's nothing that draws cards in this deck. Yeah, just like this card that you've been playing in like 80% of your leagues over the last 6 years, Julian. Okay, never mind. So what's the play gonna be? How do we want to approach this?
I don't hate like 1 Xantid Swarm.
Yeah, I was thinking like
and
1 or 2
glimpse.
Xantid Swarms, and then we take out one of those. Like when we see these many like 4, like even Spell Pierce. The Spell Pierce is like quite uncommon. I guess it makes more sense in a format with T-Balt, so you can like Spell Pierce T-Balt. So maybe that's coming back. So I almost want to like run 2 Xantid Swarms here, and then we can take out.
I hate that.
Can we take out Tendrils? Probably not. Especially since our line of like going for a small ad nauseam and then glimpse into Tendrils is not a thing if they have Hull Breacher. So, what if you like take out 2 glimpses? Maybe that's crazy.
Hate that.
You hate that?
I don't hate that.
Oh, you don't hate that. Just like trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't hate taking it out. We could take out another glimpse.
Okay. Yeah. I guess it makes sense to take out like a business spell and then have more protection, because then we still have like basically the same number. Just makes it so that if we do go for it, we gotta be on a higher degree of certainty that we're actually gonna make it. Okay. Oh god. Is this what we're keep? I mean, we're keeping this, right? I'm scared.
I don't
to
hate
go.
it.
Oh wait. Actually, no. Wait, this is a tendrils. I thought this was ad nauseam. Never mind. No, I'm not too sure.
Let's just ship it back.
Yeah, like it's not terrible because it's got play, but yeah. So this one we probably keep. This is like 1 green mana, which can run out Scented Swarm. And then we...
Yeah, I'd keep this.
And I would
Put
send
back
away...
the Stone Coil.
Yeah. Probably. We still gotta find like 2 things. But we're also on the draw. You basically gotta find like a black mana source. And a payoff spell. Italian Iceman, hey, how's it going? Arcavian, this is what I dubbed no bad cards, Cheerios. This is basically Spanish Inquisition plus Cheerios. Kevin came up with the list and we're running this right now. We're 1-1 in the league. And, you know, I would love to steal this game. Opponent shuffled. You'd love to see it. Nauseam? No, okay, only top the. Okay, this way we can actually play around days. That's actually pretty cool. So we run this one out as well. Oh, and if they force or fill it, we can even Veil of Summer. Oh my god, this is actually insane. Please force or fill this. Please force or fill this so we can draw an extra card. No, wow, opponent, you're doing it wrong. Okay, you get 3 creatures and 0 power on the first turn. This is the moment where you spam this emote in chat. This is actually my favorite.
Yeah, Dub, there's a lot of games I was making like 12-12s turn 2. 8-8s, 12-12s.
Oh, the Stone Cold Serpent games? Oh, okay, we haven't had any of those. Actually, if we drew Stone Cold Serpent, you could actually go really crazy with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd also need like a Black Source to make it really big. Okay, they shuffled again. Please don't Wasteland us. Thank you. It's probably going to be Delver. I almost want them to play Delver more than anything else. Okay. Ooh. Oh no, wait, we know the black mana, damn.
Still, I'm glad having it.
Okay, so I guess we just pass. We can try to cycle our whale on their turn if we want to. Let's see. We can even ad nauseam on their turn, like not right now because we don't have the black mana, but we could go to like a thing where we pretend that we're just cycling whale on the end step and then it resolves and then we go ad nauseam. If we had like a black source, that's actually like a line that might come up.
Yeah, I thought it ended turn ad nauseaming.
It's fine. And then it's a flashback, right? Yeah, okay. Mana is getting tight. But Scented Swarm still prevails. I was even joking about Ancient Grudge earlier on, and now it's actually good against us. Okay. Don't hate running out. Actually, we probably should keep the Memnite as much as I want to run it out.
I'd keep it in hand.
Yeah, there's a chance we draw Glimpse, even though we decided to out. I just wanna get my chip damage on there. that's the Elves player in me. They revealed Preordain. I'm going. 2 cards on the bottom. Okay, they're desperately digging for Oko, I would guess. There's a good chance they took out like some of their burn spells. And now they have like Oko to handle Scented Swarm.
Yeah, I just want that guy to live. Come on, little buddy.
Yeah, it feels like we're almost like in a Goldfish game. Like we really only need that Black Stars. Hey, we're being hosted by Arkan from the Legacy Council. Arkan, how's it going, man? How was your stream? Did you go bomba into bomba? We are doing some serious bombing here with the ad nauseams. Oh, that's Oko. Actually, wait, can we stop Oko with Veil of Summer? Oh, that's not Oko. Nice. Okay, so they played. I'm pretty sure they played one of their cantrips this turn. Yeah, so I guess we just cycle Veil of Summer, right? But if we draw like a Black Source, the game is immediately
We need
over.
Black Source.
Yeah, let's just like cycle this. Oh, you got bombed. That's too bad, man. You gotta work on your bombas. And it's the Black Source. Bam!
Nice.
Bam, bam, bam. Scented Swarm, get in there. Actually, do we still have enough mana? Oh yeah, we do. We go. God, so much mana. So we get this. Just trying to figure out what makes the most sense. Whether we want to play the Mem Knight right away, so we can float like more a black and a green. I think that makes sense. Yeah, let's do that.
I wouldn't tap the Cradle until later, though.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I would wait until after we had Nausea and get a lot of creatures out.
Because basically we don't have a land drop anymore, so I was thinking we do it like this, and then we have 7 mana, so we can float a green and a black. But because we don't really have a lot of use for green.
Oh, we
mana
need
at
to
this
tap
point.
the Cradle, do we?
No, we don't need to, but then we're saying we need to find a Lotus Petal. Like if we
can still glimpse. We can still glimpse.
But we only have 2 glimpses.
If we don't tap the...
Okay, let's do it like... You've got more experience with this deck, so let's try it out like this then. Okay. I mean, there's a good... Like, right now, we have to find Lotus Petal, but I think... Yeah, and we already found it. We already found it, and now it's looking pretty good. Okay, there's the glimpse. Okay, that's the ad nauseam, that's a problem. Oh, we are actually in quite a bit of trouble. We might have to take some risky lines. Okay, so
we can still just ramp and let's see. I think we got enough spells to get the storm up.
But we don't have tendrils.
We could glimpse into. We could just glimpse. How many creatures do we have?
But yeah, we need to either tap the Lotus Petal to cast a glimpse, and then we draw just 1, 2. Like we're really not in a great spot here. We're actually like in a pretty dicey, like really dicey spot.
Well, how many glimpses do we have?
1. And
just the 1?
Yeah. And actually I can like turn off the chat so you can see the hand better. Where is the chat? Chat, you're gonna be gone for a moment. And find my chat box. Oh, my OBS is way too complicated. I can't even find chat in game. Yeah, okay. So basically what we can do here is we can run out the Lotus Petal and then Glimpse, and then we draw 2 guaranteed cards. Then we can tap the Cradle for 4, run out the Scented Swarm, then we draw the 3rd card, but then we literally need to find another Lotus Petal. Basically, the thing that's really hurting us right now is we need to find another Lotus Petal, but we have 3 still left in the deck. Like, we're really desperately hurting for black mana. And what we could do, like the other thing to do, is to tap the Cradle right away to get 1 green.
Actually.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna give us the black mana that we need. So we get like 1 green, and then we draw 2 cards, and then we can like even use this one if you want to, and then like Lotus Petal, Culling the Beak is gonna give us a ton of mana. And then if everything else fails, we
can add Nauseam again.
We can ad nauseam again, yeah. Like, I also don't hate just drawing 1 extra card of ad nauseam, but that's just me. That's probably not worth it, okay. So, let's try that. I mean, if we find tendrils, I guess the game is immediately over. Oh, Heister, we had to summon Mem Knight. I think you're like rather short-term thinking. Okay,
Wait.
so we found the shield sphere. Okay, now we can run this one out. Too many of those. Like technically this can block this, and this can block this, and then we get another turn, but I'm not sure we can do too much with that. Yeah, this is basically have to go back into ad nauseam again. Let's call some weak. Let's probably like call this one. Let's call this one. Straight up just like tenders from the top, that would be sweet. Are you? Mem Knight, that draws us no! And we're dead. Okay, so we could have cast the Mem Knight, drawn another card, and I guess then we could have cast this again. If we had played like, but I guess we already weren't playing cautiously, so there's no reason to stop here. But what would happen? We could have 2, 3, 6 mana, this one floating. Okay, and then we stop there. Yeah, I guess that's just like no way. Yeah, I think the initial play might have actually that wouldn't have done too much. I was gonna say, I think on 5 you have to keep going if you're in such a dicey spot. I think you're on 5 you probably have to keep going.
And
but, yeah.
And this is why I don't want to go down to 2 tendrils, because there's a lot of times we're just like, man, we just have to find that.
True. Okay, that was pretty close.
Yeah, how far did we have to go?
Well, I just clicked no, I guess too
That's
far.
pretty far.
It's also hard to say because now we also get like extra draws of these. But we had like 3 tendrils before we could 3 ad nauseam before we could even find tendrils. But that was close. I felt like this was almost one.
Yeah, that was really close.
Yeah, well, like,
And I'm not sure if it would be worth it at all, but I've thought about maybe crop rotation just as a way to get the right kind of mana we need, but I don't know.
The problem with crop rotation is that it usually gives you like an extra burst of green mana, and I feel like actually a problem that I feel that deck sometimes has when you go off is that you really want the black mana floating.
What about Elves of Dark Shadow?
That's almost like a mid-range card. Like in this kind of deck, Elves of Deep Shadow is almost like a mid-range card at this point.
Just kidding.
Okay. So we can go like turn 1 Stonecoil Serpent, turn 2 either All In, or Cable Therapy, and then go for a turn 3, right? That's not horrible.
Yeah, I like this.
Let's try that. One's gonna be like, what? Swamps, Stonecoil Serpent, what the fuck? One against the 6. So yeah, I wouldn't hate Carpet of Flowers on the sideboard. I think that would help us quite a bit. That could even enable some natural tendrils.
Just like 2 of them.
Maybe 3 or 4. Because the card is insanely good. Like probably 3. I'm not sure whether 4 might be too much. But we literally wanted.
And you're saying like almost surgicals. You know, we could maybe even take out some surgicals.
Yeah, I'm almost like in a point where I'd be like, dude, I just don't care for surgical. Like, let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that attack value here. I should have put like lifelink on this.
That would be rad. That would get insta-banned. They had all that plus lifelink. Like,
and vigilance. I mean, we are laughing now. Somebody's gonna put us into some YouTube montage, and like 2 years from now, they're like, "Oh, look at those guys. They said this is never gonna happen." Okay, I guess we just like straight up name Forcifer, right? That's the way to go.
Double kill.
And they have Brainstorm. There's
Nice.
even a world where we might we probably should flashback, actually.
Yeah, let's just take that all out.
Because otherwise they're gonna hit it with the lightning bolt. Oh, man.
That's just good.
Ultra
Feels good.
kill.
Brainstorm and the attack is gone. Watch them just literally cast Dreaded Arcanist next turn because it comes from the top. Okay, let me fix this.
We literally just need another 0 drop.
I hear there's a couple of those in our deck.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh god, this feels good. Scalding Tarn.
I think we're up to like 17 or 18 0 drops.
Yeah, we can get there. We can get there. You can also like draw Dark Ritual. We're getting there. Wasteland, okay, don't even care. And that's good enough, right? They have one unknown card, which could be Daze. I don't know. Maybe we should just like go Glimpse, Ornithopter. Oh no, Ornithopter then dies to Lightning Bolt.
Let's just go for it.
That's the spirit. Okay, cool. I like it. Let's just go for it. Interestingly, we could have done that on their upkeep, but I guess that doesn't really matter if they have Daze. Oh no, we couldn't have gone on the upkeep because then he only helped out. Yeah, never mind. Forget what I said, I'm stupid. Okay, so actually they have Lightning Bolt in hand, so there's one more ad nauseam on the deck, so we should stop at like 8, right?
Or 9.
8 is fine, right? If we stop at 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a ton of mana.
And we even have a Stonecoil. We could always just run a huge Stonecoil out next turn.
Or even this turn.
Or this turn. We haven't done a land drop yet.
I think we have.
Or we have petals either way. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
we
just
got-
ramp
we
into a
got
giant one.
Tons of mana. And we're also drawing like a bunch of zeros. Okay, now we're down to 5, so we should stop. And 5 means we found tendrils, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, here we go. Now it's easy. I've done this before. One might just concede here.
Give me all the mana.
Another Rock Diver, huh? Okay. Apparently we have a good game against Rock Diver. So we just go for something like this again. So last time I think we took out... I don't even remember, why did we want to keep in the Stonekite Serpents against the other deck?
That was for the just to have a blocker for the Delvers.
Oh, because they have reach, right? Oh, I keep forgetting that they have reach, so might they. So we could take out like the Glimpse here, and then we took out like 2 Shield Spheres and a Stonecoil. I think that's what we did last time.
Walkers. We took out Walkers.
Oh
'cause they
yeah,
don't get
Walkers and Shield
bolted.
Spheres. Yeah, Shield Spheres is good. They can block the 4/4. Okay, and then I think in that game we took out both Glimpses. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Yeah, I think that's how he did it. Yeah, I'd be totally feeling the Carpet of Flowers.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Like, if you run out turn 1 Carpet of Flowers against the Delver decks, right? Against the Snow decks, I don't know too much about. Like, probably not. But against the Delver decks, if we can continuously rely on that we are gonna have, like, at least 2 extra mana every turn, we can, like, run out of... we can literally just, like, lead on Veil of Summer and make them do something. And if they do it, we just pass the turn next time. We run out Veil of Summer, we run out, I don't know, Chemotherapy. It is also gonna fix our mana really well, and I kind of like that. So... how about this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So Tendrils would be like 14. Opponent kept 7. What do you think about this end? I think this is pretty
I don't
close,
hate keeping
actually.
it just because it has protection and the ramp. So really,
Yeah, and we're on the draw. We basically we draw like
Yeah.
3 or 4 cards before we're probably being put in a spot where we need to find something. We might not even run out the Cradle here. It's like, eh.
yeah, I would hold it off.
But I think it's worth trying.
Watch, they're actually like a Doomsday deck in disguise.
Rock Doomsday. They have like a bunch of mana force. Like you need 2 mana force to make the black.
I thought about Metamorphosis in this just to filter the green to black.
Mm. I guess the problem is the like 2 mana. That's so rough. When we were like putting the deck together, I was thinking about Wild Canter, just because that's also like another creature and it allows you to filter, and you can even like store a mana in it, and it works with Gaia's Cradle. The deck might have actually played those in the past, like the deck, as in like the previous historic version of Cheerios.
Hate that.
One top, one bottom. Okay, so now we'd have to discard, so I think we just run out the Lotus Petal, right? Don't really want to run out the Mem Knight. Hope it doesn't get dazed. But we have so much mana, we can make the biggest Stonecoil Serpent in the world. And I guess I can actually Ancient Grudge it, because Ancient Grudge technically is a 1-color card. It's not multicolor, even though it kinda is. In EDH it would be kinda multicolor. Okay. Should we... I think we should go for it on their end step. Is that crazy? Or maybe we go for it now, because then they're gonna have like fewer cards. How's that actually...
just going for it now.
How's that actually gonna work? So we run out like Mem Knight, then we run out Cradle, then we Dark Ritual, then they Daze, and then I guess we Rail the Daze, and then they force the Dark Ritual, and overall that's actually a decent exchange for us, because then we can still go for it next turn.
I hate it.
Let's try that. Oh, I need to run this one out as well. Should have actually run this one out before I showed the Cradle. Because now they might actually... if they daze this, that would be interesting. I mean, they might, but that would be weird. I guess you might daze this if you have like Wasteland Bolt, or I don't know. Yeah, thinking about it.
But then we just pedal Ritual. And then we just pedal Ramp.
Yeah, but then the problem is, if we do that, then they can actually force a fill the ad nauseam, and then we're screwed, because then we're sitting here with a Veil of Summer we can't cast. I think if they daze this, we should just like pay with the Lotus Petal, maybe. I'm not even sure. I think we might even just let this die if they daze this.
Yeah, I totally hate that.
Okay, we got this. Okay, now we can try stuff. This is interesting. Now we could Veil of Summer in response, but that's probably not good. Just surprised that they would fetch. Oh, are they gonna bolt this? Okay, whatever. They force and we Wail, and then we hope they don't have like 2 things. Oh, they pitch Daze. That's not good for us. Oh, wait. Why is Ornithopter on our hand? Oh, because we drew a card. Okay.
I was like, what?
Okay, here we go again. I'm not playing around Fire Blast, right? I guess we're just looking for the tendrils. Yeah, you make a good point that the deck really needs to find the tendrils. I wonder, is there really not anything else we can get that also beats them? Okay, we're at 7. This. Yeah, we already got enough.
I think that's plenty.
It's plenty, yeah. And did we... Oh, wow, we actually won? That's insane. I love this deck. Oh. Don't want to, like, screw this up. I guess I can't at this point. Oh, and before we go for the win, we have to cull some weak. Cull.
We could save Stonecoil at the end in case they like Mind Break Trap. We just spend the rest of the hand on the Stonecoil.
Actually, we probably like should actually hit them with this on Mind Break Trap. That's actually a good point. Oh, they have Lightning Bolt and Hooting Mandrills, that's fine. So we just like make a random one of those. Okay, don't spend all your mana, Julian. Don't screw it up. We probably would still win just with a Stonecoil Serpent. Now we get a 7. And here we go for the combo.
Combo whore.
Easy game. This is the match, right? Yeah, this is the match. Okay, which of these cards are actually gonna spike? Is Culling the Week gonna spike? Is Culling the Week gonna become like a 0.5 ticks card? How much is Culling the Week? E-price.
Probably like they pay you.
like, please take the card, we don't want it. Okay, so it's 0.05. You might actually like 10 times. That would be insane. Can you get a 3 and 2? Come on, come on. Like that match against Grixis, where we went to like, we even got into the lethal tendrils potentially, and the lethal ad nauseam potentially. Maybe we're gonna get there. Okay, opponent might be on Miracles. Balenciaga and Boba. Okay, this is decent. Yeah, I guess this is decent, right? Especially on the draw. We got some mana, we got a payoff spell, we could even like randomly double tendrils them at some point.
If we draw another 0-drop, we could just glimpse.
Yeah, and once again we're on the draw, so we're getting to tutor for a random card from our deck every turn. Like
that's fun.
We're already there. We just don't know it yet. Okay, Snow-Covered Island. That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. So you're saying we just go for it? I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate just glimpsing.
Let's see what happens. One is like, Julian, did you misclick? I bet. There's like no way in hell that they're not gonna let this resolve. There's like no way you're not letting this resolve. This is so awkward. we can actually get a decently sized tenders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least. They're going for the... This is the ultimate value if they force this. Even though I'd rather let this resolve. Is this forceful, really? That would be so weird. Oh, it's forceful pitch snap custom made, sure. Okay, in that case, I guess we just
feels
pass.
Good. That's a pretty strong green mega.
At this point, I literally should actually type in chat, oops, misclick. Just get the extra land drops. What's this one gonna be? Oh, predict! Oh, and they know what's on top. That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, Red Elemental Blast, not what you want to draw against us. Nudge it. Don't care. There's actually a world where we run out Memnite next turn, maybe, but we can't. There's like, oh, they reeled Forceful, that's a problem. I guess we keep it in hand just so that we might be able to get a really big Tendrils, right? We don't care about killing Narset anyway, because I guess we kind of do. I keep forgetting that we have Glimpse in attack. There's something.
Yeah, it's nice having the Glimpse option.
Let's see how that's gonna work out. I guess at this point we're like less than 10% to win the game. It's really rough. I think the best way to win the game here is probably double Tendrils. And I think double Tendrils is actually a reasonable line that we could have here. Okay, this one... Okay. So this one can turn itself into a thing, right? Hits us for 7 next turn. This and that. So what would like our Tendrils be like? 1, 2... Oh, well, we know about the Forceful though. That's annoying. So how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... And then we cast this down to 5, to 9, and then we do this and that. And how many spells is that?
We have the Cradle too.
Yeah, I already counted that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14. Takes them down to 4. Honestly, maybe we just like wait a turn. I don't hate it. We wait a turn and maybe we can even get like a second Tendrils or something. We could even... No, we can't really end of turn at nauseam because we know about the Forceful. But maybe we're just gonna draw like a random... Oh no, we don't have Rail in the main deck, right? But Cable Therapy would be insane here. Yeah, Cable Therapy would be a really great draw. I think I didn't make the land drop for this one.
Well, do we have 9 mana actually? Well, let's see.
Yeah,
So
we had
2
9 mana.
creatures, that's 2 for... Yeah.
We had 9 mana, and if they Forcifer, then we could have Tendrils for 14.
Tendrils.
That's why I was thinking maybe if we wait a turn, we draw like one more kind of interaction and let maybe draw something out of them, and then we can actually kill them.
What if we actually... no, I don't think we would.
Yeah,
really
basically we need to
find
something. We need to find like a second Tendrils. I'm not sure if that's even good enough. We need to find Cable Therapy would probably be best. Yeah, Cable Therapy would be like the best thing. Mana is okay. Like mana is not terrible.
Do you just go Cradle? Do you want to just go Cradle and then...
Oh, you're saying we should go Cradle now because we might draw another Cradle next turn?
That too. I mean, do you want to just go
I think
for like a
right now,
and
as it stands right now, we cannot win the game, no matter what the opponent does. I'm thinking we need to draw something. Basically, we need to trade for the Forcifer that they have in hand that we know about. We even know about the pitch card. So, at some point we need to cast the Ad Nauseam and it trades off for the Forcifer, and then we gotta hope that they literally got nothing else. But that's quite unlikely, honestly. I think at this point, I would say like we're 2% to win or something.
To just play the Cradle just to have that in case we do draw another one.
Yeah, the thing is, the upside for playing the Swamp is that we can get to a natural Ad Nauseam quicker without like playing our Walker. But we might want to play the Walker anyways because it blocks the Knight. Maybe I should have actually played the Walker on the previous turn, so I could have like saved 2 life. But I think that like it's almost impossible to win no matter what we draw. Like maybe Cable Therapy, but yeah, Cable Therapy would actually be honestly, yeah, maybe we play towards Cable Therapy. And we run this one out like you suggested. And then we take 7.
We could always just buy time and Tendrils them for like, yeah, 12 or something.
Yeah, but that's still gonna lose the game, I think. That's probably still gonna lose. Like we want the game to end as soon as possible. Yeah, like CS Core is saying, mini Tendrils to prolong the inevitable, because it is inevitable right now. I think the only way we can get close to winning is if we top deck Cable Therapy here, and even then I think we are like almost... Oh, yeah, we almost can't win. Okay, draw 3 cards. Actually, now that they're tapped out... Like if they get a bunch of Forcifers in their hand and literally nothing else, and then we draw Cable Therapy, maybe. But the thing is, then we still need to get insanely lucky off the Ad Nauseam, because we're taking 7 here. And we also want to fetch probably at some point. So we're down to like 5.
Like I was thinking if we could... Yeah, if we do get a Cabal Therapy and then we could Cabal and then even like super ramp and Tendrils to get the life, so then we could Ad Nauseam. But yeah, that all relies on taking out the counter.
That would be sweet. At this point, I think we shouldn't even like do anything, because the opponent literally hasn't seen anything. Maybe even playing the Swamp was a mistake, because right now we look Elves as the worst draw in the universe. Like right now, if you think about it, we've shown this, and we've shown Tendrils. Opponent has no idea what's going on, even though they countered the turn 1 glimpse, so maybe they have a feeling of what's up. But I think right now we should literally just concede the game.
Yeah.
And not show them what we're about to do. We were pretty close, like a Cable Therapy here, we hit them, we named Forcifer. Maybe they even like straight up... They might Force of Negation it just to put it on the bottom of the deck so we don't get the flashback. Romario, hey, I bet you like the deck that we're playing. Oh, we already know that Ad Nauseam is not going to resolve Draven. We already know that. Okay, so this is basically the Beastmaster Ascension thing. And then what? It's interesting. I could see like Weight of Summer maybe being a thing here, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how good like Gaia's Cradle and Cutting the Weak is gonna be. There's like games where we might not even want those. Just so we can have like our mana is not gonna be taxed at all. Our mana is not gonna be attacked. That's why I usually like taking out a little bit of mana against these kinds of decks. It's weird because the opponent doesn't really have to read on what we are doing. So I'm not sure how good Xanthid Storm is gonna be. I'm not even sure how good Beastmaster's Ascension is gonna be when they might keep in some mass removal, because there's like a chance that we are AFs, even though like the fact that they forced the glimpse and they saw the basic swamp, it's really not AFs. But at this point you already have to take out 5. So I could see taking out a Cradle, a Lotus Petal.
Like a Stone Coil.
Oh yeah, actually Stone Coil is really bad against. Like actually Stone Coil is insanely bad against, and let's take all of those out. It doesn't do anything. Like being a creature and blocking, that doesn't do anything. So we could take out like these 5. No, I kind of like it. I hate that we can't really bring in the Abrupt Decays, but we can't. There's just like no room left. Yeah, and I think that's... Should we ship it?
Yeah, let's try that.
Let's try that.
Yeah, Miracle's gonna be pretty tough either way.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna bring in. It's so hard to tell because there's like no proper established list. Apparently the opponent's also like not sure.
We should be like, dude, we shouldn't have kept that 7-lander.
Have you tried Shepherd in this deck?
Or 6-lander.
No, we haven't. But the thing is, we're not really looking to resolve our green spells in this deck. That's, I think, oh, triple Tendrils. Okay, if the game goes insanely, dude, there's like a grinding station approach to this. Is this crazy? Like, if somebody was like really insane with Storm, they could probably tell me how good this hand is. Like, unless they have Faster Storm.
I'd think of just keeping it, but this is a weird one.
This is insanely weird, right? How much mana would we need? We'd need like at least 8 mana. Opponent kept 7. Actually, we don't know what they did. I think we have to ship this one. This is like close. If the third Tendrils was something else, like another Dark Ritual, but this is probably like, this is super trappy. We probably should ship this.
Ship it.
Oh god, and now we ship this one as well, right? Okay, this is playable at least. Look at these cards, no bad cards, Cheerios. Look at this opening hand and good quote me. This is playable at least. Somebody click this. But yeah, this is so this gets the sorry. I guess we keep these 5 and send away the tower and the Dark Ritual. And then we see what the glimpse does for us. It's the best I can
really that resolves.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't resolve, that's almost better for us, because then it trades for a Fossil, and then if we top deck our Ad Nauseam, then we can win.
You want to put back the Ritual? Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of maybe even...
Like, the only other thing we could put back is the Guy's Cradle.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Cradle.
So we...
I don't know.
I'm not sure what the Ritual really does for us, because it's basically the same mana that we get. We get +2 out of it. With the Ritual, we get the extra.
Yeah,
black,
let's put it.
Yeah, the Cradle has the much higher upside. That's why I kind of want to keep it.
So you're thinking the Ritual and the Tower?
Yeah. Same play once again, turn 1 Glimpse of Nature. If I was the opponent, I would seriously consider letting this resolve, and then... Oh, they countered again, okay. Back to basics, ooh, go, ooh. So much for our mana not being text. They pitched back to basics to this. Okay.
This is the best hand to start a turn 2.
Let's just get another glimpse. Okay. Huh. Like, technically we have 5 mana, right? But I can't really see going for it here, right?
Yeah, 5 cards in hand.
It didn't do anything. Put 1 card on bottom, 1 on the top. Like, can't really read too much from that. I think we have so much protection on our deck. I think we just have to wait. Like we can play the long
We
game
have to
against
wait.
them. Yeah, let's play the long game against them. I don't think we want Noxious Revival in this deck because it's like it's -1 card advantage, and like the deck is not built around card advantage, but it's really gonna put us like in a bad spot if we have to do that, because then we can't replay whatever we have because the mana is gonna be gone. Like I think there's very few decks in Legacy that really might want that kind of effect. This deck is like close-ish to being able to like support something like that, but I think it's also not there. I think Noxious Revival is more of like a modern card. Oh, Flusterstorm. Oh, I guess we need Whale then. Yeah, let's just play the long game. Let's play the insanely long game and then exhaust all of our Caber Rituals. Somewhat unfortunate that Glimpse of Nature isn't really a draw anymore. CS Core 91, that's how it goes. They don't have anything. I'm not sure I can trust you. Oh my god! Counterbalance? Dude!
Yeah.
So, okay,
That's
if they go
gonna
for
be
Counterbalance here, like if they actually tap out for Counterbalance here, I think we need to ad nauseam and actually we can't even ad nauseam in response. We have 4 mana. This is rough. Okay, they don't do anything. Okay, Whale is good, right? Whale is good. I think we go all in here. We know about the Flusterstorm.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Run. Actually, how do we properly sequence it? We run out Dark Ritual.
Memnite.
No. I'm like saying, with regards to Fluster, there's probably like no way to get an optimal line anyway, because we're trading like in absolutes, like this and this for this and that. Just trying to figure it out, but yeah. Actually, we can do it like this. The counterbalance is kind of beatable with Whale if they have like a 0 on top. But yeah, it's a real pain in the ass if it happens. I'm wondering whether there's like a crazy line where we go for... No, but there's no way we're paying for Flusterstorm. Or is there? That's like no way. We can like go, so we have 6, we got 1 green floating. Then we go for it, they Flusterstorm for 4. And we, nah, that's
we still ritual.
Nah, that's just like, we have to ritual. Oops, what's happening here? I want to keep this. Okay, we are beating Flusterstorm, but we are not beating Force Pitch. And we're also not beating a second Flusterstorm. I guess this is the best position we could have maneuvered into. Now that we've seen Counterbalance. So, like, once you see Counterbalance, your long-term plan of, like, exhausting them with Cabaret Trades doesn't really work anymore. Okay. Get to do that. And I guess we might do it like this. This is gonna resolve that would be insane. Okay, they have Force of Will, yeah, now it's basically over. Like, I guess we can be lucky and top deck another Ad Nauseam, and they somehow don't have anything on that turn. Whoa, so much mana? What's going on? Verdict! Okay, they literally had no idea what we were playing. Okay. I guess we might as well take the counterbalance from their hand then. What did they actually pitch to this? Oh, they pitched Snapcaster Mage, okay. Counterbalance. What's gone? Counterbalance gone. So they have Counterspell, Swords, Mentor. Yeah, they had absolutely no idea what we were playing. Okay, but this is gonna be uber rough. They're drawing 2 cards a turn. They have counterspell up, so we need to basically answer the counterspell. And the Mentor's also gonna kill us rather quickly, probably. Oh, and the font. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're not gonna win this. We need to hit so many cards.
Yeah.
But we got close.
Yeah, we almost got that off.
I guess the counterbalance deck
Yeah,
is
this
even
deck
harder to
feels
beat
good.
than any kind of chalice deck with this one. Whew.
Yeah, the chalices are pretty rough, but that's fun. I like this. It's an interesting build.
Let's take a look at the deck again. So basically, from my side, what I am feeling for this deck is go carpet of flowers. Well, yeah, we keep breaking legacy all the time. It's the score. Like that's basically what you tune in for on this channel. That's also why we have these emergency bannings on Monday. So I could see something like this. And yeah, this is too much. We gotta make a call whether it's Scented Swarm or Whale of Summer. Or we could also like go -1 each. I don't hate that. Then we still have to cut like Beastmaster's Ascension could be good. Didn't really get to do that. But you also have to make room, so we'd look at this. Then against Delva, we'd bring in like these 5 cards for sure. Probably not the Scented Swarms, but Carpet of Flowers is gonna be so... Like, I almost want the 4th Carpet of Flowers against them. And...
I wouldn't hate putting a 4th carpet flower and taking out a surgical.
Yeah, I also could see that. Something like... I mean, we still have 1 more slot. Also, the interesting thing about Surgical is... I don't think we really need this or want this because it's too rare to actually run it into a deck where we really care about that all that much. Yeah, the thing is, all the stuff we would put in place of Surgical would go into matchups where we already have a bunch of stuff to bring in, like Delva, and then Abrupt Decay against any kind of like Chalice or Hate Bears or whatever. Like that's already kind of fringe, and then I'm out of ideas what we'd even want in the sideboard. You brought up Sylvan Library, I think, at some point. Sylvan Library is it's kind of weird because it's good against snow, so it's kind of like the Beastmaster Ascension thing. Even though I'm not even sure of like how good Beastmaster Ascension is, but that was like kind of the idea behind it. But then again, if we use Library too much, like our Ad Nauseam is gonna go down the drain really quickly. So I'm not sure about Sylvan Library. Can we like play some crazy
Miri's
Planeswalker?
Guile.
Ah, but Miri's Guile
Miri's
is
Guile?
minus card advantage. That's the same thing as Noxious Revival,
Yeah.
and that's such a like a really big deal. And this is also like one of those. This is not as much critical mass as, for example, the Mill deck, but it somewhat is. And if you play like Miri's Guile, your opponent is gonna breathe the biggest sigh of relief because they feel like, oh my god, this is perfect. I'm almost wondering whether we can just like have any kind of really hard-hitting 3-mana play. Like, what's the, like Liliana, right? But I'm not too keen on Liliana. Like anything that sticks, that's not part of our main game plan, that's awkward for the opponent to deal with. Is there like a good 4-mana Planeswalker that you can slam? But it needs to be uncounterable, I guess. If it's 4-mana, it must be uncounterable otherwise. If it's 3-mana, it doesn't have to. Does chat have any kind of sweet ideas? You can't break what's already broke. Or is there anything in the main deck? Don't hate the main deck.
And the lilies would be interesting. I
Thran
know.
sideboard, but Thran's too weak. Thran's a creature. That's the problem with that. Like it's sweet that it can regenerate, but I want something that generates strategic pressure because we're probably not going to win in the red zone. I want something that keeps drawing cards if the opponent doesn't answer it, and it's really awkward for them to answer. Assault formation. I'm trying to remember what that one does. And it keeps loading for like even my giant Excel files don't load this long. Oh no, this one? Okay, yeah. Usually going to assign combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Okay, I see. Okay, this was a troll. Okay,
not
never
bad.
mind. This is so basically, it says all our creatures get +1/+0. Oh no, actually, okay. Shield Sphere can't attack. Okay, so this one gets
because
+3.
the walkers are 3/3s then.
Yeah.
And we got 2/2 flyers.
Yeah, yeah. Not sold, not sold. But yeah, I think like we want 3 or 4 Carpet of Flaws just because it's gonna make it more likely that we're gonna like abuse these a little bit more. Maybe even this one, even though I'm not too sure about that. Assault formation lets shield sphere swing. Does it really? A creature defender can attack. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. I'm still not sold. I just think this is like a horrendous card. Creatures you control.
Yeah, I like Beastmasters a little better.
Yeah.
If we were to try that route.
Yeah. Having
I
played...
mean, really, we're just not even really trying to swing through. Having just the Stone Coils is like cool as like a little backup plan, but...
Yeah. Oh, Seskar actually has an interesting thing. Ill-Gotten Gains. Like, if we played Ill-Gotten Gains, then we would also run Leyline of the Void. And then, technically, we could go turn 1, like, turn 0, Leyline of the Void, Ill-Gotten Gains, everybody discards their hand, and they get nothing back, and we get 3 cards back, and... The thing is, I'm not even sure if we win from there. I'm actually not sure we win from there. Then we have, like, a land in play and 3 cards up. Probably, but... Oh, no. Yeah.
But then, yeah, I mean, having ley lines with an ad nauseum, that's like really bad.
Yeah, that's true. Also, Ill-Gotten Games is 4 mana as well. So yeah, the main deck. The only thing, if we want to be drastic on the main deck, would be to cut the glimpses entirely because the green is actually really awkward. But then we'd also lose the good green stuff in the sideboard. Overall, we barely have enough 0 drops to make glimpse work somehow.
Yeah.
It's sometimes awkward because we also have to run out the 0 drops to make the Gaia's Cradles work. So we sometimes lose out of the... Like, the biggest thing about Glimpse almost is you run it out and you hope they force it, and if they don't force it, you draw 2 cards, and that's also okay. And, like, every 4th game, you might even just, like, use it to win, which I guess is generous. It's more like every 6th game or something. But... Overall, I'm not too sure that we have like these 8 cards, which is kind of crazy having so much against... I guess we could like not bring in Scented Swarm against Delver even... Yeah, we probably don't bring in Scented Swarm against Delver. So we have like 6 cards against Delver, which is sweet. And if we're not bringing this against Delver, then I think if... I don't hate this actually. Because now we bring in like these 4 against Delver, and that's gonna make Whale so much easier to cast. And then we're sitting at 15, and then Scented Swarm could be a thing against Control, even though... It's gonna be hard to make work. I'm almost... Yeah. Unfortunately, Whale doesn't work that well against Doomsday. I was like, then we have another card against Doomsday. But yeah, I think we can keep this. I wonder whether there's something better than Abrupt Decay, actually. Maybe... Force of Figure is awful with ad nauseam.
Yeah.
So yeah, this... I would definitely put 4 Carpet of Flowers in the sideboard. I would probably like go 3 Whales, and then like 1 or 2 Scented Swarm at most.
What about like Return to Natures? Although they're still counterable.
The 2 mana thing? That like you can either like remove an artifact, enchantment, or like ping a card in the graveyard.
Cards from a graveyard.
I think that doesn't really do too much for us, really. Like the graveyard thing is like irrelevant for our deck at least. And then it's basically Abrupt Decay, right? Just like slightly worse.
Yeah, the decays are really just for the chalices, right?
If there's any chalices in the first place, yeah. It's like I think it's even more likely that we're gonna try to hit some kind of like weird hate bear like Thalia. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's like a pretty rare card these days. Unfortunately.
Well, Thalia, I was playing against Thalia, and the cool thing is all of our creatures are artifacts, so we could still glimpse and go off that way.
That's true. That's true. We still
or
get
not,
to do that for
not
free.
Thalia. I'm not thinking. I was thinking of
Aethersworn Canonist.
Yeah, well, Ethersworn Countess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thalia and Ethersworn. I was able to kind of go pretty far on that.
Yeah, sometimes you can just like play through them, especially with Cutting the Week. Like you pay 2, you still get 4. That's sweet. It's like almost a threshold in front of... what's the one? Gets you 5. Ritual 2 mana. Oh god, I can't believe that I forgot the name. Ritual from Odyssey, I think. Anyway.
I'm thinking of it.
A&T hasn't been a thing in Legacy for a while. I guess it's gonna come back at some point. Cable Ritual, thank you very much. Seabiscuit Seskar.
Oh, Ritual, yeah.
Yeah. So...
But yeah, this is looking cool. I like the carpets and everything, so...
I might even stream with this again, dude.
It's fun. We make some fun decks.
Yeah. When we started out like 2-1, I was thinking, dude, maybe if we go 4-1, like can we like properly establish this? Defense grid. Defense grid is a good point. Maybe we just go old school defense grid in the sideboard. Defense grids. It's also sweet against Delver. Like, actually, oh no, I don't want to have too much stuff for Delver. I keep running into... Because that's the easiest thing to add extra stuff for, right? Like defense grid. On the other hand, you can also bring this in against Snow, and then you just go for it on like turn 6, and they spend a mana on Ponder, and then they can only play like 1 Force of Her. Like, I don't hate this. But then you would probably also bring this in against Delver, which is awkward. Like, once you have Carpet of Flowers, you can do so many crazy things against Delver. And once again, we have too much stuff for Delver. we need to find other stuff we can't beat. We need to find something we can't beat that we can sideboard against. But yeah, maybe we can find that out in the future.
Well,
So,
cool.
Chad.
I'm stoked. It did pretty well.
Chad, do you want to see more of this deck? Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know whether you want to see more of this deck. And like, I really enjoyed this. Maybe I'm going to put out like a stream with this in the coming days. Awesome. I think that's...
What do you have over the weekend? Are you working a lot?
Oh, this weekend I'm actually going to be working quite a lot because I got to prepare a presentation about Kenya. So I'm doing it in German on Facebook on the 17th. And yeah, I've been putting... I've always done our presentations, but they're usually like 15 to 20 minutes. And for the next one, it's supposed to be an hour. And so I have to like basically redo everything because we also we didn't rebrand the hotel, but we put in so much work and innovated stuff and like buzzword. But there's a lot of new things in our hotel, and I gotta show it off. I can't use the old presentation anymore. That would be like not a very good representation of what we are now.